and gentlemen, the following bout, 3 rounds of mixed martial arts action for the vacant 5150 Cruiserweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 211.2 pounds, representing Dragon House MMA. He fights from the Isle of Tonga by way of San Bruno, California, Miguel Del Rosario. His opponent across the cage in the red corner is an active duty member of the United States Navy. He represents Ochoa Combat Academy. He weighed in at 215.5 pounds, Jihad Sowell. Referee Wayne Phillips to give instructions in our title fight.
All right, guys, this is for the title. We went over the rules in the back. If you want to touch gloves, do it now and come out ready to fight.
A Navyman versus a Tongan. Well, at least if they were fighting in water, it would be even better.
Here we go. The gloves, and we are off to the races.
Black trunks belong to Del Rosario. Pink trunks belong to Jihad Sowell. Cruiserweight title hangs in the balance. 2 big guys in there, too. Cruiserweights just over to that 205 mark in amateurs. In pros, over 205 moves to heavyweight, but we do have that cruiserweight division here in amateurs. And I'm losing my voice because of Rodney and Joe Cooley. You guys at home didn't get to see that. Too bad.
Oh!
Crazy takedown right there from Miguel Del Rosario, and Jihad Sowell with a belly-to-back suplex. Looking to get his hooks in. He's got 1. He's got 2. Can he flatten him out? It is early in this round. These are 3-minute rounds in these title fights. And
he was
shrugging him off.
Too high.
They shrugged him off, but man, Jihad Sowell is strong as an ox. Just manhandled him back into position. And I'll tell you what, when you can manhandle a Tongan like that, you have man strength. Jihad Sowell is super strong. Looking for a headlock here. I don't know, maybe a neck crank. Kind of. I was going to look for.
What?
Oh my goodness! If he finishes it like this, that'll be crazy.
Yeah, it's a little unorthodox there.
One of the things you want to teach your fighters is not to put someone in a headlock. It does not work. That is the old school playground move in the 3rd grade. It does not work. And I guarantee you Jacob Jeff was telling him to let go of that. Jacob Jeff, Ochoa Combat in the corner of Jihad Sowell. Miguel Del Rosario fights out of Dragon House. He has got Zong Lao in his corner. He is currently on top and has his opponent up against the cage. I'm sorry, Sowell does. Del Rosario.
Now, what are you looking for from Del Rosario here, Jim?
He needs to figure out how to keep Sowell close so that he can't land shots, and he needs to get some sort of sweep here. I would trap that left leg when he's got that right leg there, and then trap that left arm at the same time and try to roll him. Well, now he can't because the cage is on that side. He's going to use the cage to kind of push off, and that works.
Oh!
And he gets a sweep.
Nice.
Little elevator there, old school. Now, if I'm Del Rosario, I'm going to try to pass here. At least posture up and get some shots in. I haven't seen a good guard yet from Sowell. I would not worry too much about him throwing for an armbar or a triangle. I would posture up and drop bombs. I would take my left hand, put it on the forehead or the nose and mouth of Sowell, push myself up, create distance, and just drop bombs. But instead, Del Rosario's content to stay on top. And you know what? Wayne Phillips might stand this fight up. Well, now he won't, but nothing really happening there, and those shots are illegal, by the way, from that right hand to the back of the head.
Yeah, I think he really missed his opportunity there. He really could have stole the round back.
Yeah, now he does it too little too late.
Yeah, if we would have saw a little bit more of that earlier in the round, we might have been able to see a swing in the momentum.
Hold on, I'm bobbing my head. It's a good song. How many ring announcers you know wear a backwards hat in the ring and pink shoes? I run this, bro.
You're one of one, brother.
Voice of Champions Jim Cooley here at 5150 Fight Night 16, along with Dr. Joe Gomes, CSAC medical doctor. Has his own practice in Folsom, California, if you guys want to look him up. I would ask him his Instagram handle, but that was an absolute disaster earlier when I did that.
Yeah, man.
But you can find me at Voice of Champions. Jacob Jeff has lost a ton of weight. This guy has worked his way up at Tachi Palace. He was the slot manager, a few other positions, and now he is running the entire casino. By the way, they're bringing back Tachi Palace fights this year, and that should be dope. Jihad Sowell looks very fresh and ready. Mikel Del Rosario is sucking wind. His shoulders are coming up and down. This might be a war of attrition right here, Joe Gomes.
God damn it. Here we go. We're off. Round 2.
Gomez. Adams. Dick. Mikel Del Rosario was reaching, but he did land a right hand. Sowell showed some quick movement there. I'd like to see the hands higher. I was just going to say, I'd like to see the hands higher. They both have their hands at their waist, and somebody's going to get knocked out. Somebody is going to get knocked out. They've got to get their hands up.
Oh my God, chin is just up in the air.
Too much power.
Holy smokes, did you feel that thud?
Single leg attempt here now from Sowell. Switch it to a high crotch. No, he's going to stay there. Down goes Del Rosario. Both these guys, when they stand up, need to get their hands up. And now it's Del Rosario with the takedown. Can he capitalize? He needs to pull him out here. Grab him by the waist and pull Sowell away from the cage.
Yeah, Sowell provided little resistance on that last takedown, Jim. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
He looked tired. And now Del Rosario is going to climb the wall here. If he can get that left leg through, this could spell a big trouble for Sowell, who's doing a good job so far keeping him in half guard.
Now, Jim, would he want to be on the opposite side if he was trying to get a head and arm choke? Or is he on a side where
he's not going to get a head and arm choke from half guard. If he comes through, then no, he can do this because there's space between him and the cage.
Oh, there we go.
But he's got to get that leg out. He's not going to achieve a head and arm choke with that leg trapped. Honestly, the key is to start a head and arm choke on one side, switch to the other side, and that's what tightens it.
Oh, nice little sweep.
And there's the strength of Sowell. Both these guys are raw power, just horsepower.
Yeah.
Big shots now from Jihad.
Sowell's just such a big dude.
Active duty naval soldier. And over goes. And they're both just kind of exchanging sweeps here.
Yeah, it looks like he keeps wanting to go back, almost like instinct, back to that bulldog choke there.
Yes. And that's not good.
Yeah, might need to be a little habit to break there.
As you see, lead official David Shirley looking on. Very uninterested. Right there. Sowell had a chance to mount. Did not take it. Instead, he'll look for an arm-in guillotine. That is not going to happen.
Both arms clasped.
I think if he goes for the single, he's going to get it pretty easily. They're just both so tired.
Oh! Oh! That's it! That's it!
Those are
oh! Wow!
He's out.
What a comeback!
Out. He's starched.
Sowell's right in front of us.
He does not know where he is. That was brutal. That right hand came all the way from Tonga.
Wow.
And you just got to hope that Jihad Sowell is okay right now. He looked really bad after that knock. He does not know where he is. I don't like that. His arm is in the air. Okay, looks like he's talking now. Dr. Turtelot taking a close look, as is Wayne Phillips. That was nasty. That was very nasty.
That was very impressive by the Tongan.
He's throwing the thumbs up to his fans. That's good. Man, he was starched right there, Joe Gomes.
Mikel Del Rosario is now the cruiserweight champion of 5150 fights. We crown another new champion here tonight at Fight Night 16. Good to see Sowell is back on his feet. Appears to have his wits about him. He had one hell of a showing in through the first and into the second half of the second round, but got caught by Mikel Del Rosario. Let's get the official word from the voice of champions, Jim Cooley.
Ladies and gentlemen, at 2 minutes, 44 seconds of round number 2, referee Wayne Phillips calls a stop to this contest. Your winner via knockout and new 5150 Cruiserweight Champion, the Tongan Dragon, Mikel Del Rosario.
What a fun fight that was. Both guys came to bring it tonight. They left it all in the cage, which is of course what you would want to see. I'm very excited to see what comes next for Mikel Del Rosario, the Tongan Dragon.
All right. All right, first of all, congratulations, Mikel. You're the new Cruiserweight Champion. How do you feel?
First I gotta say, thank God. He gave me the power. You know, nothing is possible without him. If you got a problem in your life, bro, turn to God. He'll change it right away.
All right, that was not an easy fight. That guy was strong as hell. You're strong as hell. You guys both landed some big shots. A lot of grappling, a lot of switches. Did you realize you could knock him out?
Honestly, it's a miracle. You know, God-given power. Pray for it and you'll get it, bro.
Absolutely, and that shot came all the way from Tonga. Congratulations to the new Cruiserweight Champion, the Tongan Dragon, Mikel Del Rosario.